What's up guys, Frank Macaluso. Welcome to another episode of the E31 S85 swap. Today we're gonna be working on brake calipers. Now these calipers are from an E82 135i. There are 2 piston in the rear, 6 piston in the front. It's a very popular upgrade for a lot of enthusiasts on older cars. They look great, they're big, they clean up really nice, and when they're powder coated a really great illusion color from prismatic, they actually are going to shine really nicely. And I think it's gonna play really nice on the Alaska Blue E31. We're gonna be working with Cristopher O'Day. He's in San Francisco, California. And he is going to be doing the powder coating of these calipers for us. And I've actually seen a lot of his quality jobs being done on Evan Markham's N54 E30. He did a lollipop red, which is like a candy transparent color with a silver base. It was a really, really nice color, and that's what attracted me so much to working with him, is that I know that he can do a quality job on these calipers. They are big, they are aluminum, they are relatively clean, but he will end up finish the cleaning process. He'll be pre-baking them, he'll be putting the powder coat on them, and he'll be shipping them back to me. I'll be installing them onto the E31, and we'll see what it looks like floating in space. So yeah, so as you can see, I have disassembled all of the parts from these calipers, and I taped off the areas that I don't want to be blasted. And they are basically ready for powder coating, but I want it to be done by a professional. I need to take these calipers and ship them to San Francisco, where they will be done by Chris O'Day, and he will do an amazing job getting these to the color that I specified, which obviously we're going to reveal in this episode later on. So stand by guys, we got a really cool episode coming up. Let's get these puppies shipped out. Yeah, so Chris O'Day did a great job with these calipers. After I shipped them over to him, he took them in and he started putting aluminum foil covers over all of the pistons and cylinders. And that is to withstand the heat. You don't use masking tape for that, you use aluminum foil. So that's what he did, and he used a couple tools in order to push the foil into all of those little areas in order to make sure that no powder got on any of those inside of those pistons. And then he brought it into his big chamber there, where you can see he put down the first coat of base, and this is the way that this powder coat works. It's like a base, and then he uses like a translucent clear coat on top, and here you can see he's putting on the clear coat onto the hot parts and kind of spraying it really lightly. And as he's doing that, the color really starts to show through into the clear coat application, and it really starts to come through. You can see right there on the right side there on that caliper where it's really starting to come through. That green is really coming out. Yeah, so this is like a prismatic sour apple green. The green is the base, and it's covered with a translucent clear coat, kind of like a paint job, as opposed to like a candy, which is like a silver base, and then the color gets applied over that for a deep revealing color. But yeah, he's finishing up the clear coat now, putting it in the oven, and let's just take a look and see how this thing looks when he pulls it right out. Actually, really, it looks really, really nice. Let's see. The new calipers came in from Chris, and I am really excited to open this up and see what color they are. Just kidding, I know what color they are. And, ooh, wow, this is a translucent candy apple. It's like a candy apple green. Look at this, huh? Wow. Oh man. Whoa. This looks good. Get a close up of that, huh? Wow, that's gonna play off really nice on the Alaska blue. Really nice. Seems like they taped all this off, which is nice. Take that off. Oh, look at that. Remove that. Perfect, perfect. All these little taped pieces. Actually, it's not even taped, it's like aluminum foiled. They redid all that for me. Excellent, oh, so good, so nice. Wow, really, really nice. Okay, so we got the calipers now sitting on the bench. I started fooling around with things because we were going to rebuilding them with the new seals and gaskets and all that stuff. But I wanted to take a look at the stickers. I got two different versions of stickers here. This one here, BMW Performance. It's in like a gray silver. It's a decal, so there's it's just basically just the letters there. And then I have another one here with the M sticker on it. And I'm not sure which one I like better. Actually, I am sure. So I'm gonna remove this guy. I think this is just too much. It's just too, yeah, I don't like that. I think this is a little bit more lesser stated, but just more subtle. And I like the subtleness, the subtlety of it all. So I'm gonna stick with this sticker here, remove that, put the stickers on all four of these calipers, and then we got all of our new seals, and we're gonna be throwing them in. Rear caliper is rebuilt, and there are a few lessons learned that I didn't have in the time lapse. The first is you want to lubricate the seal before it goes into the actual caliper, and you basically want to lubricate everything. But what do you lubricate it with? You lubricate it with brake fluid, DOT 304 brake fluid. Put it in a little saucer, put it in your finger, douse it around, put it on, and when you clamp everything down, you're gonna probably need to use a C-clamp in order to do that. So you better be careful not to mar up the surfaces. So that's why you kind of cover it with a rag and then use your C-clamp on the rag. And other than that, it went pretty smoothly. Just gotta make sure that everything goes in fine without binding. When you put this seal in, you have to be really careful that it doesn't twist on you as you're putting it in, and that the entire seal surface is perfectly uniform and to the caliper. So yeah, I mean, this was actually not that bad. First one, so the second one should go pretty quickly. And let me see if I can do a quick time lapse on the second one, and then give you my evaluation on it. That second one went way smoother. I knew exactly what I was doing, which is good preparation because I have 12 more cylinders to do on these two calipers. This is done, yeah, you can see that all of the shields are in, and the pistons have been pushed in to allow for room for the brake pads. So let's take this guy and let's install it on the car and see what it looks like on the rear. Installed. It actually wasn't that bad to get them in. And I put the wheels on very loosely, and I turned it just for a second and realized that if I do screw these wheels on all the way, then I won't be able to turn them. It will scratch. I just don't have the spacer necessary in here, and I also don't have the right wheels. So anyway, I'm going to keep this thing jacked up for now, and I'm going to move on to the front. Now, both of the fronts have been reassembled completely, even with the counterweights. I'm going to keep them on for now. All of the Bushings and pistons and seals are all in now. And all of our hardware is installed, as well as our special Angry Ass Solutions front spacers that are going to space this exactly where we want it for the E31 application using the 135i E82 rotors. So this is the other side, and we're going to install one of them and see how it looks with the big rotor on it. Let's take a look. It works. It works. Angry Ass Solutions really came in the clutch with those custom spacers. They're 10 millimeters wide, and it spaces the 135i rotor perfectly. This applies to all E34 and E31 applications. I don't know about E38s. Not sure, but they work perfectly. Got to get the brake pads in still. Got to get the brake bleeder in. But let's take a look behind, and yeah, we'll wrap this puppy up. So everything is really nice and centered here on the rotor. And you can see the spacers down there. Spacers up here. And the spacers are what keep the rotor, you know, the brake caliper in relation to that. So it kind of goes one way or the other. And that's what those spacers are supposed to do. Now I know that the rotor is a weird color, but that all goes away really quickly within the first mile of driving. It's just that protective coating that's on the rotor. But yeah, this is done, man. This guy is on. Everything fits. Everything looks good. Stand back and let's just mire. Let's just mire our work, huh? Let's just mire. Not bad. Looks cool. Looks cool. Many thanks to Chris O'Day for providing the powder coating service for these 135i calipers. I shipped them from New York all the way out to California to have him do this because I wanted somebody that I can trust to do it. Chris has done many calipers, many other parts as well. If you're ever interested, link down in the description in order to contact him to do your calipers or your car parts, subframes, things like that. He'll do it for you. He also did Evan Markham's E30 N54 in that deep red, cherry red color, that candy red, really nice. So yeah, he's got a lot of experience doing this. So if you're ever interested in having your set of calipers powder coated, he can definitely do it for you. Also, many thanks to Angry Ass Solutions for providing the spacers for the front calipers in order so I can get those puppies installed on the E31 hubs with minimal modifications. The rotor spins perfectly. Those spacers are exactly what I needed. So thank you very much Angry Ass Solutions for providing that. And yeah, it's been a really big help. Thanks so much, guys, for helping to get this going and installed. Now the brakes are done, thank God. Guys, I'm out of here. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Frank Macaluso from Garageaholic. Stay tuned for more information and more videos on this E31 S85 as we continue to get it together. I'm going to be doing some drivetrain moving around and shifting things around in order to get our steering perfect. So that's going to be something we need to do. Anyway, I'm out of here. Enough talking. Later.